All right, so you think you're going to be able to afford this? Probably not. Let me explain why. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Rob here with another epic video that will be broken down into two parts. So in my last video, I spoke about inflation and how it's going crazy, and what the Fed will do to combat this is that they're going to raise interest rates, which will affect not only the stock market, but also real estate market as well. So what I want to do in this video is I want to continue that discussion about real estate in America. So what I've done over the past week or so, I found an article on Forbes that has real estate experts discussing how real estate will be affected in 2022 and beyond. So I'm not gonna lie, I read this video and I was kind of like, happy, but then going a little bit further, I was like, ugh, it's gonna be a possible rocky year. But ultimately, hopefully when you watch this video, you were able to take this information, go out and execute, make some money, and I want to do the exact same thing as well. So this will be broken into two parts. The next video is gonna kind of discuss my current operations and what I'm doing to prep for 2022. So do me a favor, let's get into the video. Just quickly smash the like button, comment, do all the things. It will help with the YouTube algorithm and help us get noticed. That being said, let's go. All right, so a quick history lesson. So back last year, during the beginning of the pandemic, around March 2020, we've seen the housing market pretty much was stopped and put to a halt. However, there was a quick rebound in summer 2020 where the market saw a huge explosion, and it's been pretty much to the moon ever since. From August 2020 to August 2021, there was on average appreciation of 19.9%, which is in a historic run, set new records. And this was caused by like a variety of reasons, but the most prominent was, well, you had historic low interest rates, you had people working from home. So instead of them living in an urban area that's a little bit more expensive to be able to commute to where they work in, they are now able to move somewhere else a little bit cheaper and still work. Oh, then you add on just a little bit of sprinkle of inflation and low inventory, and boom, this is what we got. This boom might be coming to an end in 2022 for a variety of reasons. But one of them is a lot of home buyers are not putting up with these ridiculous prices and these bidding wars.
Yeah, these prices are so ridiculous. I do not understand how people can't afford to buy these homes.
And there's rumors that the Federal Reserve are going to jack up interest rates, will affect the mortgage rates, which is scaring off potential buyers. However, though, the real estate experts, they have a different tone on what's going to happen next year. So let me read it off to you guys of what these experts are saying, and I'll also leave a link in the description below for you to be able to read it yourself. All right, so first off, the chief economist at realtor.com said that real estate prices will rise upwards to 6.6%. It also mentioned that home buying, affordability is the most important aspect of home buying for first-time buyers and millennial generations. They also said that millennials are in the prime age for home buying. I'm a millennial here, and that is, I think that's completely true. With multiple things happening in our generation, I think it was kind of put off for home buying for a lot of millennials. So expect to see a wave of millennials buying homes around this time. Chief economist at Redfin, by the way, I love Redfin. I use their app all the time. It's pretty awesome. Said that real estate will be unpredictable next year, and they expect to see slow annual growth of 3%. Additionally, as well, Redfin, they mentioned that mortgage rates will rise from 3% to 3.6% next year, which honestly, I don't think is that bad. My mortgage on my third property is at 3.8%, so I can lower it down, but refinancing, I'll be getting a better deal than what I'm paying for right now. Bank of America, they had similar views on real estate market, but they also did a survey as well. And it kind of found out that 52% of younger Americans believe that it is extremely important of building wealth. And real estate, they think that real estate is one of the tools to be able to build that wealth. And Fundrise, they say similar things as well, saying they expect a frenzy starting in spring 2022 next year. The real estate market is going to explode. So everything doesn't sound too bad, right? As overall good sentiment. Hold that thought for right quick. All right, so the Urban Land Institute reported that because the rising prices of homes, there's going to be a renewed focus on the affordability crisis. If you don't know what the affordability crisis is, it's that pretty much wages are not keeping up with the overall market, and prices of homes are going to be pretty much out of reach for your average American citizen. The problem there is that a lot of people think that the government is going to have to intervene, which could cause more issues. But we'll see on that. Another thing that the Urban Land Institute mentioned is that the problem with a lot of prices being extremely expensive in a lot of these urban areas is that it's going to slow down economic growth. That being said, because a lot of workers just getting out of college and whatever field, they won't be able to go to certain cities to be able to work because they are not able to afford housing. So the overall sentiment for next year is that it's pretty good, and expect to see a frenzy of home buying, especially before the Federal Reserve increase interest rates. But don't expect the interest rates to be jacked up too high, because they did that, then they would surely cause a recession or maybe even worse, a depression. All right, so the way I digested all this information to include reading different books and listening to podcasts like The Bigger Pockets with Brandon Turner. Shout out to Bigger Pockets and Brandon Turner. They're awesome. Is that real estate is going to be pretty stable next year, and with the government constantly printing out money and inflation consistently rising, real estate is going to be a good asset to put your parking money into. That being said, I think that it's still important to buy real estate at the right location, at the right price, and getting a good interest rate. So that doesn't mean go out and just buy any type of regular home, expect to make money on it. And warning, just FYI, please do not take financial advice from me or any random YouTuber. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. All right, so to add a little bit more value especially for my real estate investors, the rent is supposed to increase by 7.1% next year, meaning that everything is getting expensive. Everything's just going through the roof. It is insane. Personally, I'm not going to raise interest rates on my tenants due to the fact that I appreciate that they are even renting with me. And I know it's hard out there, especially with inflation. So it's like, why add that on them? The only way I would raise any type of rent if property taxes decides to explode as well, and I have to cover the costs. But I think this would probably be a good time to jump in. Things are just going to get a little bit more expensive, and if you consistently try to wait for the market to crash, you're just going to miss out on some good deals. You're going to miss out on historic lows for interest rates. Things are just not going to get as easy as it is now unless we have a complete catastrophe throughout the United States and throughout the world. All right, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I greatly appreciate it. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment. I will be releasing a part 2 for this, which will talk about my preparation for 2022 and beyond. Additionally, I will be revealing my entire real estate portfolio. Do me a favor, in the comment section below, guess how much all that is worth. Until next time, peace.
Additionally as well, Redfin